Assalamualaikum and good morning to Dr. Ismail and our fellow friends. Today we will present about the journal on the presence of pre-Carboniferous metasediments in the Eastern Belt, a structural view by Ibrahim Abdullah. These are our group members, as one knows Syafiqa as the leader, Farah Amelia, me, Zuliani, and Muhammad Ammar. During this presentation, we will talk about the executive summary about the paper. Introduction, objective, discussion, conclusion, and lastly the reference. Executive summary. Peninsula Malaysia was divided into 3 zones, which are Western Belt, Central Belt, and Eastern Belt. In Eastern Belt, there were oldest rocks formation in Carboniferous age, and it is mainly consists of clastic sedimentary rocks. In Bukit Keluang area in Terengganu, the plant fossils were the recent discovery in continental deposits. The plant fossils was indicate a late Permian age. The area was intruded by the Permo-Carboniferous mafic to intermediate igneous rock, followed by the late Permian earlier Triassic biotech granite and the late Triassic granite, and finally by the Jurassic Cretaceous dolerite dikes. There were 2 episodes of folding trending towards north-northwest and north-south direction since the Carboniferous metasediment get interpreted. In some areas, these rocks are found to be more complex in structures with 3 generations of folding. The objective of this paper is to focus on the structural variation that found in the rocks maps as Carboniferous age in the northern part of Eastern Belt, mainly in Terengganu and North Pahang.
For the objective, this paper will be focused on the structural variation found in the rocks mapped as Carboniferous age in the northern part of the Eastern Belt, which is mainly in Terengganu and North Pahang. The result is compared with rock structures at proven Carboniferous fossil localities to establish the structural trends and style of the Carboniferous metasediments. The division of the Malaysia Peninsula into 3 zones known as the Western Belt, Central Belt, and Eastern Belt. The boundary between the Western and the Central Belt was drawn by connecting the serpentinite bodies mainly found in Kuala Pilah area, Negeri Sembilan, and Bentong Raup area in Pahang, and it is also known as the Bentong Raup line. In the areas where serpentinite is absent, the extension of this boundary is very speculative. Toward the south, the Bentong Raup line is projected either across the Strait of Malacca or curved to Singapore. The boundary between the Central and the Eastern Belt is drawn along the Lebih Fault in Kelantan and extended southwards to the central part of Johor.
Moving on with the discussion, the structural studies and reports from a number of areas that were mapped as the Carboniferous metasediments of the eastern belt of Peninsular Malaysia clearly shows structural variations in terms of complexity, structural trends, and phases of deformation. In Bukit Bucu, simple structures with north-northwest trending folds were reported together with Carboniferous fossils, and these indicate the age of Carboniferous here. The rocks are also less affected by regional metamorphism. However, in other areas such as Pulau Kapas and other areas along the east coast of Peninsular Malaysia are known to have more complicated structures such as coaxial superimposed folding, where both of the fold axes trending toward north-northwest and north-south. The metamorphic grade in these areas are low too, as the sediment structures are still preserved. Thus, structurally, the age of metasediments here are interpreted to be older than Carboniferous, which is called as pre-Carboniferous.
However, for the conclusion, this interpretation is not yet conclusive. Currently, the stratigraphy of the area is very simple. To get a better picture about the deformation suffered by the rocks of different structural styles and trends, more stratigraphy and paleontological work need to be done in this area so that the tectonic and structural development of the eastern belt of Malaysia Peninsula will become clearer.